similar to like at the theater at the Bayfront, we would have you get around 7:30, get settled. You get to have your snacks, your drinks. So we're just making sure that we all get comfortable. And yes, we're playing a game along the way. Lots of rain washing away winter. And so reminder to yes, thanks, Ted. As you just did, yeah. Okay, this is from Sophia, also known as Gopher. Fish have teeth, but no toothbrush. Yeah, it's the Christina McFadden warm-up show. Exactly, Ted. Ha ha. All right, so all 79 of you, some of you have already heard this. The show starts at 8. It's 7:42. The cast list for tonight for our murder mystery, I will give to you in just a sec here. So we can celebrate. Look, this is who you're looking forward to seeing tonight. Tim, Lisa, Ken, Regina, and Dave. I'm already excited. They're working on their backgrounds. I got a sneak preview. Yay! Just meant don't forget to reply to all panelists. And at 7:30, get settled. You get to have. Oh, good. People are excited. All week. Maura and Stacy. All week you've been waiting. Okay. We're doing 6-word story if you got one. If you've already given one, you can always give another. We've heard from Diego and Gopher of my nieces and nephew. There are 2 more to go, so perhaps they will participate. Rocky and CIA. It's family night for me here tonight. Okay. So here we are. Waiting for another 6-word story to come in. Here we go, Judy. 6-word stories are not easy. All right, I'm gonna match that. Decluttering for 3 months is getting old. Yes, it is, Pat in Walnut Creek. It is getting old. Hi, 85 people out there. Hang on, the show starts at 8. I am a BATS fangirl. Way to go, Julie. Let me go, you fiend, okay? My dog doesn't understand social distancing. Okay, here we're hearing from Raquel. Sing with joy, in love always. Very sweet. A tissue box full of tears. Oh, that pulls at my heart. Oh, hi, 85 people out there. Doesn't either. Hey. Okay, we're getting into dogs, so let's just go there. What's it been like to be with your animals all week, or all 2 weeks, or all 3 weeks, wherever you are in the world? What's it been like to hang out? Hi. Emoji virus ends the English language. These are my last. Craig, these words are my last. He. I wishes we'd leave for a little while. Your cat wants its space back. Oh, and the berries taste like, I don't even know how to say that word. Love sunshine on a cloudy day. Schnozzleberries. I've never had those before, Julie. My office is filled with cat litter boxes. Oh, Jennifer, I hear you. 10 viewers on Facebook. Okay, awesome. There's 90 of us in here. 10 more on Facebook. It's 7:45. We're 15 minutes to showtime. Broken tooth, no dentist open today. Terry, you replied only to me, so the whole group didn't see that, but Terry, we feel for you. 15 minutes. So Craig is our logistician at the theater, and he's giving us the 15-minute call. So he would normally walk around the theater right now and let us know 15 minutes. Craig, is there anything you want the audience to know besides 15 minutes? That they should get their food and drinks. Bio break. Show starts in 15. Okay. Is Julie from Australia here? She is. Kathy from Sydney. Okay. Cat uses litter. I leave office. Okay, this one's for my niece Christina. Banana fish are better with feet. I've heard that. Thank you, 15. Yes, Julie. Okay. Yeah, Julie, we are sending you lots of love. Okay. Martin, I'm streaming. You're streaming on the big screen TV? Hello, Martin. It's so funny. I want to change that. You use litter, cat leaves office. Huge screen. Yay! Martin! Okay. Yeah. Hillary, are you out there? Can you hide?
Yes, I'm
Can you hide
here.
the screen? Can you hide? Because they're talking about how to, but if you do it for them, you can hide the am I host?
No, I'm host. I can.
Non-video participants?
Mm-hmm. I've got it set that way right now, but just attendees can do it too. And
It's just the way I'm seeing, because I'm seeing you, so I have to do it myself too.
yeah,
Okay,
yes.
we'll remind the cast to do that as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Hi, Jeff and Summer. Yay! Okay, I've caught up. Let me catch up. East Coast. Hi, Casey. Great. It will make your experience more entertaining. Out there used to mean something else. Online improv makes me feel better. Aw, way to love. Okay, let's see what's next. We're at 7:48. How we doing out there with 100 folks out there? Hi, 100 people. If you haven't yet, make sure when you chat us where you're from that you do all panelists and attendees. Thomas, what are you letting me know? Thomas is helping us broadcast this to the world tonight. Hi, Thomas, out in Denmark. That's messages from Facebook. Oh, so what's going to happen tonight is you're going to tell me that people from Facebook can comment and it'll show up here. Crazy. Yes. Hello, Facebook. Okay, Anne's coming in from Palo Alto. Craig is calling it sorcery. I can do it. Okay, we've got Seattle on Facebook. Will from Woodside, Concord, California. 105 people. Whew. All right. We are 12 minutes from showtime. You're hanging out with me until the cast gets here. I'm Christina McFadden. I haven't formally introduced myself yet. I am actually the board president at BATS. I've been hanging out with BATS for 4 years. I took my first class at BATS in October of 2015. Crazy, with Rebecca Stockley. And it changed the course of my life. And now here I'm hanging out with all of you. 112 folks on the webinar, and we've got people calling in from Facebook. We've got Paulette from Bellingham, Washington. Aw, thanks. I feel like magic when you say that. Improv lady, ha ha ha. That is Rebecca Stockley, is known as Improv lady. Oh my gosh, Craig, your first class with Rebecca was about 1997. Rebecca Stockley is actually offering a class on Sunday. It's free. Last I heard, there were 7 spots left. If you go to the website, you can sign up and take an hour class with her. Rebecca Stockley is world class. Highly recommend her. Okay. Ooh, Moss Beach. And it's Patricia Ryan Madsen. Actually, let me just show you something. I have your artwork right here that you sent me in the mail. Look at that. I haven't framed it yet, but it stays with me right next to my desk. Thank you for that. Aw, 10 minutes from Craig. 10 minutes from Craig. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, it is, right? Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Okay, if you haven't read Patricia's book or listened to it like I did, I actually listened. Hi, Martin has a question. Are you just saying hi, Martin? Are you just practicing raising your hand? I love her book. Okay, Diane is calling from Chatsworth, California. Hey, Diana, I don't actually know where Chatsworth is. It is in northern, or is it in southern, or in the middle of California? 3 more and a dog from Walnut Creek. It's in the valley. Gotcha. In the valley. I gotcha. All right, we're at 129 people. What's our Facebook count, Thomas? We're 9 minutes down to countdown. 11. Hello, 11 people from Facebook. Nice to see you. Isn't it the board game? There are children, so I'm not going to say that one out loud, but it is funny, and it is funny. Okay, this is tonight's cast. This is who you're waiting to see tonight. Great. If you haven't already, you can hide folks. So you can hide non-video participants if you haven't done that already, and we'll get to that as well. But what you can do is, I actually don't know how to do it in the webinar. Hillary, you're out there. Maybe you can tell us how to do it.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Hillary!
Hi, Martin. Hi, Craig. So you should be able to go on the bottom of your screen, and there's a toolbar with a few options. And to control your video, you can look in the More section. And if you don't see anything down there, then you can go up to the top of your screen, and it should say Speaker View with a couple little boxes. And you can click that. And as you click it, you will find the hide non-video participants.
Thank you, Hillary. And you're welcome to stay here. I just put in Rebecca's class. Has it filled up? Last I heard there were 7 spots left. Do you know?
I do not know.
Okay.
Not know.
Hello, Chris and Amanda in Tucson, Arizona. That makes me think, whenever I hear Tucson, Arizona, I think of Steve Miller. You don't know? Okay. Well,
you know what? You can't find it. Sorry, I see you, Kathy. You can't find it because there are no non-video participants. So I'm going to turn my video off, and then you can find the Easter eggs.
Okay, let's try it. Rebecca's class is full already, huh? It's sold out? Lisa's here. Can you put her to a panelist, Hillary? Yes, Hillary, do you hear me? Dave is here.
I'm looking for all cast members, and I'm putting them.
And you can type their name in too under panelists and pull. You know, you can search for them.
Mm-hmm.
Tim is here. Lisa's here. Yes, our show is live to Facebook and here on Zoom. You can catch us in both places. Thomas, would you give us a head count for what we have? We are at 150 people here in the Zoom room. Hello, Nola. There are 13 people watching in Facebook. Hello. Dave Dennison is just getting here. Hey, Dave. Hey, Lisa. Oh, you guys are a little earlier than planned. I'm so excited.
Are we earlier than planned?
Yeah, you're about 7 minutes early. It's so nice. Is that how?
Oh, yeah, we're popping in to say hello.
Oh, we're about 150 people. We have 13 people coming live on Facebook. Sydney, Australia is here. Tucson, Arizona. Lisa, you have a lot of family that's here today. I think about half the people in the room today are related to you.
Roland, Patricia, up. What is up?
Patricia Ryan Madsen is here tonight. We looked at her painting real quick. This is her painting. Yay, Patricia.
I have her paintings in my house too.
Hey. Awesome. All right, people are saying hi. Are you guys taking, Tim's muted. Are you taking the show? You guys going early?
What's that?
Are you guys going to take the show early?
We don't have Reg. We need Reg.
Okay.
I'm looking for Reg right now. Do you guys know if she was having trouble getting in?
Let's see.
Okay. Tom Barker loves
you. Inside the manor.
Yeah, Tim's just going into the manor house to see.
Trudy has 3 people watching here. She wants us to increase the count. We're at 160 folks. The ghost of the manor is what Tom Bigger says.
Oh,
Craig says sorcery. Craig hasn't given 5 minutes, guys. Oh, 5 minutes. It's right there on cue. Craig's given 5. He's given us 15 and 10. He's counting us down.
We've got our time call. We know. Yeah. All right. Time to put our final costumes and makeup on.
Yeah. My mom is here today. And my nieces and nephew, Rocky, Gopher, Diego, and Christina are all watching from Southern California tonight.
Rocky and Gopher?
Yeah, it's her new nickname. It's pretty awesome.
Wonderful.
China is here tonight.
All of China?
All of China.
Wow.
Acho is, he put out a word to like a ton of people in China. So thanks, Acho, if you're not here.
Awesome.
I think he's not here, but we might get a lot of people.
We've got, Martin from Shanghai.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Israel. Jeez, this is so cool.
Gabriella Gare. Hey. Hi.
So good. We are at 170 people watching. I'm live too, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube right now. That's pretty exciting. So we're going to bigger places today.
Incredible. Tim, do we have info? Ladybug. Yeah. Do we have intel on Regina's whereabouts?
Yeah, I think.
She's being murdered as we
speak.
She may, hang on, let me check with her.
I felt silly without a background.
You clicked on the performance.
Jan says, hello. Jan, you replied to just panelists. I encourage you to reply to all panelists and attendees. That way everyone can see you.
Yeah, we're all in the same conversation.
Yes. Hillary, if you could write that reminder for us again in the chat box, that'd be great. My favorite color is purple. Shelly. Who knew? Superfan Shelly.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I know he's from her being my sister from my travel mom. My mom's travel buddies are here.
This is Ancestry.com for Lisa Rowland tonight.
For real. We're going deep. All the family of all kinds.
Joe and Allie are here. Allie, Wednesday, I'm doing your staff meeting. Remember to get me the link.
What's that, Red?
Just see you just stepped in. We are at 180 folks.
Incredible.
We are also live on YouTube and on Facebook. We're at 7:57. We're going to be started here just a minute.
My dad and Aunt Joe are here.
Eric is calling you out, Tim, that you just walked through the building. Maybe can someone show Tim what that looks like? Because he didn't see what that looks like when he walked. Oh, that's so good. Portland, Oregon, hello. Can't wait for the best entertainment of quarantine. That's our new tagline. The best entertainment of quarantine. Yay! 22 on Facebook, 196 here. We're just about to get started.
Sarah and Joel, hi.
we're just about to get started, but make sure you have your popcorn, something to drink. 199 people. Hello, 199 people.
Regina's here. She's waiting to get invited into the room.
Great.
At the
Hillary, can you promote Regina to panelists?
promote.
All right.
Yes. Did she spell her name strangely?
It's probably Saisi. It's probably just her last name.
I see you, Regina. You're coming in. She's crossing
We want to
over.
be clear, we have Portland, Oregon in the house and Portland, Maine in the house. We have both Portlands. It was very clear that we have different Portlands. We have Jan from Washington State.
She's here.
Hey,
She's here.
all right, everyone, have a great show. Tim, I'm going to hand this over to you. I want you to know there's 202 people watching right now.
202. We're not going to start until there's 210.
Okay.
Oh, it just hit 210. It just
We're
hit.
not going to do a show for less than 210 people.
We're at 205, Tim. We're at 205. We've got
Okay.
21 on Facebook. We're at 225. You are live on Facebook,
Okay, we're good.
YouTube, and here. Have a great show. I'll see you after the show. Thanks, everyone.
Yay, thank you.
Thanks, Christina.
All right.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tim from BATS Improv. Let's all introduce ourselves. I'm Tim.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Ken.
Regina.
Dave.
And of course, we're here tonight to do a fully improvised murder mystery. It's one of the hardest formats to do in terms of remembering names and details. So of course, it's going to be that much harder on online. So we're going to see how that goes. What else do we want to say about this? It's a classic murder mystery. There's going to be somebody who's dead. There's going to be a detective or somebody who acts like a detective. There's going to be a lot of suspects, and then we'll find out who did it. The show will run about an hour or so. You'll notice that our screens look slightly different from one to the other. That's because doing these photos in the background affects different computers differently, basically. Let's see, Lisa, did you have anything you want to add in general? Like there's a show tomorrow night, stuff like that?
That's a great thing to say. There's a show tomorrow night. Also, this format was developed by fantastic improviser Andrew Merritt.
Yeah.
He's a Bay Area improviser, used to work a lot at BATS, improvises all over the place, but he created it. So I'll say that. Yeah, give him some love. And let's see, anything else? Yeah, we have a show tomorrow night. It's a different link, but you can find information at improv.org, and it's also at 8 p.m. So totally come and check it out. And is there anything else?
I think we want, that might be it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to get.
Maybe Christina mentioned this, I will say, but as you know, the show is free. We're working to, donate. We're working to sort of stay alive through this dark time. So any donation that you feel in a position and excited to give would be very gratefully accepted. And that donation link is going to be popping up in the chat whenever you want it, and maybe sometimes when you don't.
And
Yeah.
Lisa, we already have $160 donated tonight.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, good. Let's add 1 0 to that, or 2.
Yeah.
1.
Let's go for 3. What are you kidding?
So we're going to ask you for suggestions, and then someone can pick one out that they like. The first suggestion is, and we'll take one of them that we see in the chat. What's a room, either upstairs or downstairs, that you associate with an English manner in a murder mystery?
Whoa.
Conservatory, study, library, basement, parlor, buttery, dining hall.
Who would
second
like to
kitchen.
pick one? Lisa, you go ahead and pick one. You're reading them.
Oh, a dungeon. We don't have a picture for that. Let's see. Library. Got library from Charlie Halpin. Shout out Charlie Halpin. Hello. We'll take
library.
Library.
Okay.
honorable
And-
mention for Crumpet Room. Thank you.
Yeah. And then how about a murder weapon?
Oh, that's like a household.
Oh, sorry. That's not normally, thank you. That's not normally a murder weapon. It could be
Rolling
anything.
pin, a spoon, a poodle, a vase of flowers, a teaspoon, a rolling pin, butter knife, a reticule,
Yeah.
a letter opener, a wine opener.
Who wants to take it? Dave, you want to pick one of those?
Well, the first
COVID-19.
that I
Too
saw
soon,
was
Heather
a
Chew. Too
shoe.
soon.
What did you see,
Yeah.
Dave?
A shoe.
A shoe.
Shoe.
So we're going to take shoe,
Yeah.
and there's a shoe, and we are in the library, correct?
It's a lot. Oh my God, this is so
Okay.
fun. Okay.
Is there anything else we want? Anybody want to get anything else? All right, we now present the fully improvised murder mystery, Death in the Library.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Well, I was simply browsing the shelves. You know, it's such a lovely day out, and there's nothing I love more than thumbing through a book on a lovely day in the sun by the window. So that's what I've done. As you can see, I just have taken my seat over here, and I was ready for some tea when It's odd. But why have you taken your shoe off? Well, I think if you ask me, you would be more comfortable with both shoes on or both shoes off, but instead you've taken one shoe off. I don't understand it at all. Oh! That is ghastly of you. You're raising it over your head. What is it? Oh, no, don't. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my. You stop it, please. Please. No, stop. What is the meaning of this? Please. Oh, my goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you seem to be winding up. Oh, no. Please, no. I'm sorry for everything. Go.
Hello. Where have you gone? Hello. I have a few questions to ask about. Oh, hello. There you are.
Yes. I'm quite sorry. Detective. I'm sorry. I'm not myself, you understand.
You're not yourself. Who would you be then if you're not yourself?
No, I'm not myself emotionally.
I see, of course. Yes. Jeremy, is that correct?
Yes, Jeremy.
Yes. And Jeremy, you are the
I'm the favorite son of the departed lady.
oh, the favorite son. I take it then that this is your mother.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
she was my mother.
Yeah,
You know, you only have one mother in this world.
usually that's the case. Not always, but let's not talk about that now, Jeremy.
Yes.
You find the body just to...
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I was coming down here to read. I like to read.
I see.
And you know, Detective Bastian
Simplewraith.
Bastian Simplewaif, yes. Detective Bastian, or should I call you Detective Simplewaif?
Either is fine with me, Jeremy.
Bastian. I come to read to quiet my nerves. I should tell you I have a nervous condition.
I see. In the war, were you? World War I?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
You must have been very young.
I was only 18.
Ah, yes.
Like so many. Even if we did not die, we lost something.
Yes. Yes, we all lost something in the war. Well, it's over now. There will never be another war like it.
No.
Perhaps you would like a little bit of this, something to drink?
Yes, thank you.
There you are.
Mm.
It's 40-year-old Scotch.
Oh, it's quite good.
Yes, I'll have some myself, thank you.
Yes, here you are.
Jeremy,
Yes.
your family name is Robespierre.
Yes.
Your
My
mother's name?
mother's first name
Yes, please.
was Cecily.
Cecily Robespierre.
Cecily Robespierre.
That's a French name, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I see. But you are English.
Oh, yes, of course. We have been English for hundreds of years.
Yes. Well, it only takes a few to be truly English, doesn't it?
Yes.
Jeremy, please, I must ask you, when is the last time that you saw your mother, Cecily?
The last time I saw her, well,
Yes.
it would have been yesterday. It would have been, well, by the gazebo.
By the gazebo?
Yes, by the gazebo.
So you were out in the gardens, you were in the gazebo,
Yes.
and your mother happened by? Or is it
Well,
the other way around?
I saw her in front of the gazebo.
Yes. Tell
Mother.
me about it, please.
Oh, Mother.
Jeremy.
Oh, how strange to run into you out here by the gazebo.
Isn't it? Yes, well, I don't traditionally come out here on my own, but here I am, and you found me, haven't you? You've passed by, happened by, and here I am.
Yes.
Worry not about me, Jeremy. Worry not. Not your pretty little head. I know you are nervous. You have a condition. I don't want to worry you.
The only thing I worry about, Mother, is that someday you may not be in my life.
Jeremy.
How odd that you would say that to her.
Oh, well, you know, when you care about someone, it's the sort of thing that you say from time to time.
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Jeremy. It's no surprise that no one lives forever, of course.
I know, Mother, but I love you so much. Could I get a hug from you?
Oh, Jeremy. You know, I'm not one for physical affection. After all, we've been English for hundreds of years.
But we are at heart French, are we not?
Jeremy, yeah, well, yes, once upon a time, of course. Oh, all right. All right. That's quite enough, Jeremy. It's quite enough. It's quite enough. Was there something you needed? Why the sudden effusive emotional outpouring?
I just wanted to tell you that I love you. That's all. I just wanted to tell you that.
I love you as well, my darling. I love you too. And nothing will ever change that.
Nothing.
Very interesting. And that was the extent of the interaction?
Yes, that was the extent of the interaction.
I see. Is there someone you believe I should speak to next, Jeremy? I noticed a rather odd person in the stables on my way here to the house.
Oh, well, that would be the stableman.
The stableman, of course, in the stables. That makes sense. And what is his or her name, please?
His name is Gregory.
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 Not Gregory, but Gregory.
Gregory.
Thank you. I am going to go talk to him. I have 2 of these at all times. I'm going to leave one with you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
so much, Detective.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.
Detective, don't
Here I
play.
am.
You
Here
were
I am.
hiding behind the horse, were you?
I was. Yes. It's I came into the habit during World War I. Whenever I see a horse, I hide behind it immediately. I'm sorry.
It's dangerous, you know, if you do that.
No, yes. Yes. Well, the horse can get shot and land upon you, but on the other hand, the bullet that was intended for you has hit the horse instead, which has its advantages.
Well, that ain't fair to do that to a horse, is it now? Is it?
Of course it's not. Nothing is fair in war.
What you want with me, sir?
Gregory, where are you from?
I'm from the west end of the backwoods.
I see. Not the south end of the backwoods?
No.
Or the north end of the front woods?
No, not those either.
Not the southwestern end of the middle woods?
Are you trying to trick me now, sir?
Of course not. I'm just want you to be aware that I'm very familiar with the woods you're speaking of. Now, Gregory, your last name is?
Hamilton.
Hamilton, of course. You are the stableman?
Yes, I'm a stableman.
How long have you been the stableman here?
Been here for over 20 years now.
Over 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you, Gregory, if you don't mind me asking?
57.
Oh, really? Well, you're very well preserved, other than your legs, which are bowed outward considerably.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's a compliment to a stableman to say that, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the job, Gregory?
What'd you say, sir?
Favorite part of your job here?
My favorite part, sir?
Yes.
Was the horse, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course, is the horses. Do you mind if I smoke?
Not around the horses, sir. Please don't do that.
Ah, so you do mind?
Yes, I do then.
Well, I'll save it here. Now, Gregory, were you extremely close with Mrs. Robespierre?
Yes, sir. I taught her how to ride, sir.
Oh, when she was a child?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that must have been thrilling to teach a young lass how to ride her first horse.
Yes, sir.
Was she a good horseback rider?
Yes, sir. Yes, she was.
When is the last time you happened to see the deceased, Gregory?
I saw her with her son riding, Jeremy, her son.
You saw them riding?
Yes, sir.
I see. Where was this? Where did you see them?
Oh, I saw them riding over to the west fence, sir, I think they were going to go out along the river, sir.
Oh, they were near the water.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see. Could you describe to me, please, what your interaction was like with Mrs. Robespierre when you saw her there?
Let's see, sir. We was along the river, sir. And let me see, let me think, sir, if I can.
Gregory! Gregory? Hello?
Oh, lady,
Yes.
there you are.
Oh, you look shocked.
I was shocked, lady, because I told you not to ride pebbles out near the river, lady.
Yes, I suppose you did. And I told you to stay in the stables and finish your work, and yet here you are by the river.
I told you that Pebbles has a cold, lady, and if you let her near the river, she might get a worse cold, didn't I not?
Gregory, you're entirely too sensitive. I appreciate the care you take of their family horses, but honestly, Pebbles will be just fine.
If she dies, well.
Gregory.
If she dies, we'll get a new one.
Excuse me for interrupting, Gregory. Is this Pebbles here?
Yes, that's the one, sir.
And tell by touching the horse's nose, it's extremely sick, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, sir. It's right.
Yes. Well, you must have been very angry with her then.
I was beyond angry, sir. I don't even want to go back to the memory.
I'd like to hear more about it, though. I'm going
No,
to
sir, don't make me go back, please.
Go back.
I can't do it.
I'm
not able.
Gregory, honestly,
Yes.
I do think sometimes you take your job entirely too seriously. After all, they're horses.
Yes, I did. I've lost love, lady, and you wouldn't know that, of course.
Gregory, what on earth do you mean I wouldn't know it?
But you're way above me, and you wouldn't know that I have
You think the wealthy don't love?
Well, you wouldn't know that I loved, would you now? And that I cared for you, would you now? Would you?
How did she respond to that, Gregory?
Like this.
Oh, Gregory, no, I had no idea.
She
That's
kissed
absurd. It's entirely absurd.
She kissed you, didn't she, Gregory?
Well, I tried to kiss her. I leaned in. She
How
leaned in,
close?
teasing me.
How close? Did you lean in closer than
She
that?
was teasing me. She was teasing me, leaning in like that.
Gregory,
Humiliated.
really?
I was humiliated. I rode immediately back to the stables.
You can still hear her laugh in your head, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Even now, you can hear it.
Yes. Wait a minute. Let me see.
Yes, you can hear it.
But I didn't kill her, sir. Even though she humiliated me, and Jeremy saw it. And some picnickers across the river saw it.
Would you like something to drink, Gregor? I always carry several of these, just in case.
Oh, yes, sir.
You can keep it. I have another.
Thank you, sir.
Gregory, I have to ask you something. Is there someone else that you suspect in any way who could have committed this crime? Someone I might speak to here on the grounds?
Yes.
Yes?
Her
Who was that?
cousin.
Your cousin?
Her cousin, not mine. Her cousin.
Of course. Who is it?
He's a Robespierre too, but he's French.
Ah, all right. Well, I will speak with him first. I believe I will speak with Jeremy. Goodbye, Gregory.
Goodbye, sir.
Oh, it was such a wonderful year, 1918. Oh, Detective Simple Waif, is that not your name?
Yes, I'm looking for the wine cellar. I'm a little lost.
Follow my voice, Detective.
Keep talking, then. Keep talking.
Down the hallway, follow the light.
Yes.
Oh, you're getting closer, I can hear.
Oh, yes, I can hear you now. Here, there you are.
Ah, Detective. Do you appreciate fine wines, Detective?
I suppose, like anyone else, yes.
Hmm. Most people don't know what goes into a fine wine.
Ah.
It takes years, centuries of love and dedication.
Mm. By dedication, you mean dedication?
We.
Do you mind if I smoke?
No, go right ahead. I was just going to have a cigarette myself, if you don't mind. I will join you.
Perhaps you have a light then. I seem to have misplaced mine.
Yes, just here. Yeah. There you go.
Yes. You were talking about wine?
Yes. Wines are like families, Detective.
Huh.
Once you separate a good vine from a vineyard, it is never the same, even though the vines may continue to grow.
Huh.
I had come back hoping to bring this side of the Robespierre family back to the vineyard, if you understand my meaning.
I'm not sure I do, and I'm not sure I even know your name.
My name is Francois Robespierre the third.
You're named after the famous writer, of course.
Of course, you know your French literature.
Well, I'm sure you would like to recite a bit of Francois Robespierre's poetry to me?
Of course. Do you have a particular favorite poem I would recite for you?
Oui, L'aube dans le matin.
Ah, l'aube dans le matin. Elle est partie der Wiederbottier. Und zwar in der Pool, in der Monster bei. Danse der Piste, und se panse der Pool, amatit la, und that tour.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you. But certainly you did not come to me to speak of poetry.
Well, no, of course not. Francois?
Speak of my cousin who was unspeakably murdered with a shoe.
Yes, with a shoe.
Yes.
With a shoe that has no pair, or at least we haven't managed to find it yet.
It is an indignity, sir. Killing someone with a shoe, something that has been trodden on the ground. I have no idea who could be so heinous.
Francois, you'd be surprised how evil lurks within people, even people who are seemingly good on the outside. You're too young to have been in the war, aren't you?
Yes, I was only 12 when the war ended.
Yes.
But we knew war.
Go ahead, Francois, I'm sorry.
My village was ravaged by war. That's why I came back to my cousin to see if we could once again, after hundreds of years, reunite the Robespierre family to create a strong vineyard once again.
I see.
Unfortunately, she was not as agreeable to the idea.
She was not disagreeable or not agreeable?
She was disagreeable, which is not agreeable.
Yes. Well, perhaps you can tell me the last time you spoke with her. Tell me about it.
Yes. Well, the last time we spoke, I had suggested to her that we should reunite the family, rekindle the vineyards, perhaps even bring new wines to England, to sail through the great Robespierre name through the mansion.
Were you here somewhere on the grounds speaking to her?
Yes, I was in the attic, actually. We were going through some memories.
Oh, well, they must have been very old memories if the families have been separated for 200 years.
Yes. Oh, honestly, Francois, that ship has sailed. We're not French anymore, we're English. We have been for hundreds of years.
But certainly there is some of your roots that you must honor. The roots of the vines go very, very deep. Huh?
Oh, Francois, vineyards have roots. People don't. People are wherever they are. If you were to pick me up and move me, God forbid, to America, I suppose I would grow there. It's not a rooted question, is it? There's nothing I owe to my French heritage.
Cousin Cecily, I brought you up here to the attic to say this in private.
What is it?
If you do not help us rekindle the vineyards, the entire Robespierre family in France is done. We will be paupers. We will never recover from this. We need you. Our life depends upon you.
You've come here just for money.
Yes.
Save the family.
Yes, I am desperate.
How did she respond to that, Francois?
Oh, she said something that I could not believe, sir.
Francois, do you know that I've always been in love with you?
You have a son that is 6 years older than I am. How could this be?
I know, it's not something I'm proud of, but as long as you're telling me a secret, I'm going to tell you a secret. If I can have you, then you can have the money.
Yes, that is what she said, Detective. If I can have you, you can have the money.
What happened next, Francois?
I will tell you.
Please go back into your memory.
Of course.
What will it be? Tell me. Will you make me happy? Will you be my lover?
Yes. Yes, we have. I will not be happy to do this, but it will be my honor to be your lover.
You what?
If you save the family.
You won't be happy to do it? Is that what you just said?
No,
Am I making you suffer through being my lover? Forget it. The money isn't yours and you won't be mine, and I don't want you anyway. So go back to France where you came from. I wish you'd never come.
And she slapped you, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Very, very hard, sir.
More than once.
Repeatedly, sir.
Then she pushed you down, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She pushed me to the floor.
And she kicked you.
Yes. Yes, she did.
And then she bent down and slapped you again,
Yes.
didn't she?
Don't forget! Don't forget this!
She made you get up.
Yes, she did, sir.
She forced you to your feet just so that she could slap you one more time. Ooh, she lifted you off the ground and she said one more thing to you, didn't she?
Yes, yes, she said.
I hope you go back home.
That's not what she said. You're lying to me. What did she say, Francois?
What she exactly said was,
You aren't my family, nor are you my lover. You are nothing, and you will die poor.
That is what she said, sir. You are nothing, and you will die poor.
Yeah, that must have made you feel rather bad, didn't it, Francois?
Terrible, sir.
Francois,
Yes.
I have a question. Do you consider this a good wine? This one here?
Yes, that is a 1894 Malbec Chaffrey.
A Malbec Chaffrey.
Yes.
Well,
That is my curse. I know great wines, but I can no longer profit from them, sir.
Francois, perhaps I'm a Scotchman myself. Here's a flask. Perhaps you'd like to hang on to it to ease your sorrows?
I think perhaps I should become a Scotchman.
Yes, perhaps so. Well, that will be all for now. You know, Francois, do you ever have the feeling that you're forgetting something?
Yes. Yes, sometimes, something about the bedroom, the downstairs, the bedroom, the first bedroom. There's a memory around that room that it seems strange. I can't quite place. I've only been here a few days. I should not
Thank you, Francois. That will be all. Goodbye.
Hello, sir. You've come into my bedroom, I see.
Yes, I'm just arriving. Yes, go ahead. What is it you want? I'm standing here in the doorway.
Suppose you want to ask me some questions.
Yes. Something.
Seems like every time something bad goes on, Robbie's called in.
Robbie.
Yes, I'm Robbie.
I see, Robbie. Well, nice to meet you.
Robbie Burkett.
I'm Detective Simpleway. But you may call me Bastion.
Yeah, I'll call you Bastion, because I don't go for no fancy stuff.
Robbie, I'll have you know I was a Golden Glove boxer in my youth, if you're thinking of taking a poke at me.
Oh, I'm thinking of taking a poke at you right now. You come into my room asking your fancy questions.
Oh, well then. Normally I'm an affable fellow, but I must say, let's get it out of the way. Take a poke.
Right. Yeah. Well, you dodged that pretty well.
Yeah, take a few more just to get it out of your system.
Yeah, you're a fast one.
Yes, I am.
Oh, why?
There, now we're friends. Let's shake on it.
All right.
Now, you were saying.
Yeah. It seems like anytime anything goes awry around here, they point the finger at me.
I see.
Robbie Burkett.
Who is there? Who points the finger at you, Robbie Burkett?
Oh, the other staff. Her ladyship. That Ponzi son of hers. The French one.
Francois?
Everyone.
I see. Everyone.
Yeah, a bit of silver goes missing. Oh, maybe Robbie took it. Oh, there seems to be some bottles of scotch missing. Oh, Robbie took it.
Can I ask you a question, Robbie?
Yeah, you've asked me plenty. I'll take another.
Did Robbie take them, those things that you mentioned?
Well, we've had a fair fight, so I can't lie to you. Sure, I've taken a bottle of scotch here and there.
What is your role here exactly, Robbie, here on the mansion?
I'm the third footman.
Third footman?
Yes.
Well, that's quite low down.
Yes, I have to polish shoes a lot.
Yes. How long
Most of my day is spent polishing shoes.
Polishing shoes? That's the most they'll trust you with is shoes.
Yes, sometimes they don't even give me shoes with laces.
Do you know that Mrs. Robespierre was killed with a shoe?
I didn't know that.
She was beaten with it and suffered a subdermal cranial hemorrhage on the right template. Those are not usually fatal, but this particular shoe seemed to have quite a heel on it.
My own ma was killed by a shoe.
Your mother was killed by a shoe?
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, it weren't just one shoe. She was working in a shoe factory and there was an avalanche of shoes came down on her.
Yeah, that is a difficult way to go. I'm sorry to hear it. Robbie, here, perhaps you'd like some of this. It's scotch.
Oh, thank you.
You could keep it. I have another. Robbie, I have to ask you, when is the last time that you saw the deceased? And if you could describe to me your interaction at that time, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, unlike a lot of my other interactions, the last time I saw her ladyship, it was quite pleasant.
Oh, yes? Describe it to me, if you would.
Oh, well, we met on the staircase. We met on the staircase, and she was going down as I was coming up. And,
it's a spiral staircase, is it?
Yes, it's a spiral staircase.
Yes, I saw it as I entered the building.
Yes, it's quite lovely. It's they spent quite a bit of time crafting it.
Oh, Robbie.
Oh, your ladyship.
Oh.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I beg your pardon. Carry on. You must have been on your way somewhere.
Oh, no, I was just delivering the shoes. I'd done all my boot blacking for the day, and I wanted to make sure that they were spread out throughout the various rooms of which the people who contained those shoes resided.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, thank you.
I don't mean to bother you, but I was wondering if perhaps you might see your way clear to giving me a little rise. I've been working for you now for 4 years, and I've
Have
had
you, Robbie?
What?
I said, have you, Robbie?
Yes, 4 years, ma'am.
She didn't even know how long you had been working there. Is that correct?
No, she hadn't.
Even though you had known her since she was younger.
Yes, sir, yes.
Curious. Go ahead.
Has it been 4 years?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that does deserve something. Have you brought it up with the butler?
Oh, I was hoping you might put in a word for me.
Why would I do that, Robbie?
You remember the party when you had had a bit too much to drink and you were stumbling around downstairs and found yourself in my bedroom?
So you were here with her in the bedroom? Tell me about that encounter, Robbie. Here in the bedroom. Tell me what happened then.
Yes, well, it was downstairs in the very bedroom that you're in right now.
Yes. And you
Yes.
walked in and she was already in the room, is that correct?
Yes, she was there on the bed.
Lying on the bed, sitting on the edge of it.
Yes.
Just
I
as,
saw.
Robbie,
Yes, I saw.
as I am now?
Yes.
Yes, and then what happened?
She was breathing heavily.
Hello, Robbie.
And she had a fire in her eyes.
Hey, look where I've wound up, Robbie. Isn't that funny? I was at the party upstairs just a moment ago, and now I seem to have found myself here downstairs in your room. Isn't that funny, Robbie? Right here on your bed. Right here.
And I knew what she wanted. And I knew what I had to give her.
That's enough, Robbie. You needn't describe the rest.
No, I suppose I shouldn't.
How did it end when you were done? When you both had finished?
Well, Robbie, I trust that you understand that no one shall know about this. No one can ever know about this.
Aye.
Of course, Robbie.
Of course, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. It must have been difficult for you to remember that.
It were.
You have quite a comfortable bed for a servant.
Aye, well, I suppose I have that one thing in my life that I can count in my plus column.
Robbie, do you hear a noise coming from somewhere? Is there a chapel here?
Yes.
There is.
There is.
Where is it located, please?
Well, you're going to have to go out my room, down the hallway, and then...
Thank you. I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I found the secret passage in your room, Robbie. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Oh. Well, hello.
What? Oh, excuse me. I'm mourning my best friend.
Of course, I'll leave then. I'm sorry.
You can pray with me if you wish.
Oh.
Are you a good friend of hers too?
No, I'm sorry. I'm a detective. I'm Detective Bastion Simplewaith. I'm investigating her murder.
Oh, I hope so much that you catch the person that has hurt my best friend.
Your best friend? What is your name, please? I don't believe we've met.
My name is Sylvia.
Sylvia. And you are what relation to her? Her friend?
I am her best friend. We knew each other when we were very young. My father, he worked in this country for a while, and we lived just past here in another state.
You're Italian, are you not?
See,
Where are you from?
outside Rome.
Oh, I know that area quite well. What's the name of the town you're from?
Pietrasanta.
Pietrasanta, of course.
See.
I had a friend who lived in Pietrasanta, but that's...
Oh, no. Oh, what's her or his name?
Diego Simpolini.
No, you know Diego Simpolini.
Yes, his name is somewhat similar to mine, I know. We met during the war.
Oh, yeah.
He was a sausage maker.
See, his family is a sausage family.
Ah, well. Excuse me, Sylvia, this is very unprofessional of me, but you are quite a gorgeous woman.
I'm Italian.
Are you a movie star or an actress or a model?
Yes. See. All C's.
Ah. Perhaps I should have something to drink. Hold on a minute. Would you like something? It's scotch.
See.
Yeah, there you are. Keep it. I have another.
What a pretty container you have here. It's so smooth.
Try it.
And so is this scotch. See?
Yes, well, as I've said, you can keep it.
I set it here on the pew, where I'm praying for sis.
There. Sylvia, I must ask you, when is the last time that you saw the deceased? When is the last time that you and Cecily spent time together?
I arrived 2 days ago, and I refreshed myself for a day and a half. And then last night, she and I met together in the parlor.
Where? In the parlor?
See.
I see. And was it an amicable meeting as always, since you are best friends?
We love each other. We love each other so much. We are like sisters.
See.
Oh, Sylvia, it always makes me so happy when you're here. I wish that you lived here. I just wish that we never had to say goodbye. Why, it's incredible to see you. How were your travels, darling? Tell me.
I sat on the other side of the room.
Yes, of course. Yes, you sat on the fireplace, the side with the other fireplace.
Yeah. Then what happened?
Well, she asked me, because she loves me so much, she always asks personal questions like, how was your trip, your travels?
Sylvia, how were your travels? How are you? How are you?
I said, you're so sweet. Well, it all went perfect. I took the train, and my husband, Gianni, he took the beds and put petals of flowers all over them.
Oh.
And then he took me onto the bed, and we made love like that.
Sylvia, oh, you live a romantic life, Sylvia.
Oh, how are you?
How I envy you.
Oh, you envy me. Oh, well, I'm Italian. You're English. We've always talked about how it is different.
Oh, I know it's different, but that doesn't stop an English woman from dreaming, does it?
Oh, what do you dream? What do you want?
For a man to sprinkle petals on my sleeping car as I hurtle through the night. Someone to write me poetry. Someone to whisk me away and treat me like their beloved.
Oh,
Instead, Sylvia,
what?
I'm the unluckiest in love you could ever imagine.
No, don't tell me that. Please, don't tell me that.
Oh, it's true.
What's wrong with men?
You would
I'll kill them all for you.
Oh, Sylvia, I love you. I love you. Do you know that? I just love you.
And she came close to you, didn't she?
Yes. We always stood right close to each other. We like the way we smell.
I like the way you smell, Sylvia.
Oh, you smell so good. You smell English. Yeah.
Yes, I feel surrounded by you. I wish you would never go. Do you understand?
I know, but I have to go because I have my husband.
Sylvia, I'm going to stop you there. She said something rather alarming to you, didn't she? I saw it in your eyes, and yet you don't want to tell me.
She said,
I want to be you.
You cannot be me.
Oh, can't I?
You cannot be me. You can't. I mean, we share everything, our clothes, our hats, our shoes. I've even shared my husband once or twice with you, but you cannot be me.
Couldn't I?
No.
You stay here, Sylvia. You stay here.
No.
I'll take the train car back to Italy. No. I'll live there. I'll take walks along the coast.
No. I cannot.
Finally get some sun. It will be amazing.
And that's when you became so angry, you did a very Italian thing. You grabbed her by the tip of the nose and squeezed it as hard as you could.
You.
Yes, I noticed the terrible bruise mark on the tip of her nose, which was typical of an Italian nose pinch.
You monster!
I'm not a monster. I just cannot live in this English house. It's a cold.
You just got here. Don't leave, please. Don't leave, please.
I'm going to leave. And so I left.
I see. Well, Sylvia, that must be very painful. Hello, Sylvia? Sylvia, you're still in your memory, Sylvia. Snap out of it. Snap out of your memory, Sylvia. There you are. Sometimes it's hard when we lose somebody. I'm going to...
Oh, I cannot believe I hurt her. And then someone killed her. I cannot believe this.
Yes. We can never believe it when someone close to us... Oh, hello. Hello, I cannot hear you, whoever you are.
Whoever you are.
I was trying to whisper in the chapel, sir. Detective, my name is Ballister. I'm the butler.
Oh.
May I have a word with you in the hallway when you have a moment?
In the hallway? Yes, I'll be there momentarily, Ballister.
I'll await you.
Ciao. It was a pleasure to talk to you and find the person who killed her.
I'll
Find them.
do my best, Sylvia. In another time and another place, you and I could have been... Well, let's not talk about it. Goodbye. Well, here I am.
Oh, it startled me, Detective. I still can't see you. Well, you
No,
are...
I'm standing, I'm facing you, I'm right here.
There you are. I didn't mean to interrupt, Detective, but I've discovered something.
Yes, go ahead.
I was cleaning young Master Jeremy's room, and he tends to leave quite a mess under his bed. Well, perhaps I should show you, sir. I found this. It's the other shoe, the matching pair to the murder weapon, sir.
Hand me that for a moment. Give it to me. Yes, let's see. Yes, here, you can have it back. Yes, it's a duplicate, yes.
Yes, I believe, sir, it's the left shoe, and the lady was killed with the right.
You're quite right. Do you suspect someone? If I may ask you, being the butler, you must keep tabs on all things that happen here in the mansion.
There are a number of things that I do indeed keep tabs on, sir. And if I may say so, young Master Jeremy has been acting very strangely of late.
Has he?
Yes.
Well, I feel that I must speak to him. But before I do,
Yes.
excuse me, Ballister, perhaps I could just ask you, when is the last time that you saw our unfortunate Mrs. Robespierre?
Alas, sir, I saw her last night, right before she went to bed. She always likes a hot toddy before going to sleep, and I prepare it exactly the way she likes.
So you were in her bedroom?
Yes, standing right outside the door, of course, sir, for propriety's sake.
Yeah, of course, of course.
But I handed the hot toddy to her, but she was in quite a state.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. You know, these hot toddies are quite a comfort in a time of being ill at ease.
Yes, of course, my lady. And of course, I will always be here for you, no matter what.
Will you?
Yes, my lady.
Do you mean that?
Of course, my lady.
Nobody's ever truly here forever, are they?
In spirit, I suppose, my lady.
In spirit? What good does spirit do me, Ballister? Is that your name? Did I get that right?
Yes, you see, sir, she was so inebriated she didn't even remember my name.
Of course, that happens. We all drink a little much. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, yeah, perhaps you would like some whiskey.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
But I shall continue.
Yes.
I had never seen her inebriated before I had brought her a hot toddy in the evening, so I asked her what was wrong.
What's wrong?
Yes,
You want to know what's wrong?
I do indeed, my lady.
Well, I would ask you what's right. You answer me that question, Ballister. Ask me, what is there to be so jolly and joyful about when the only ones you've ever loved don't love you back? You're terribly lonely. You're rich as anything, but what good does that do a person when all you're left with is your simpering son who can't even make it through the day without hyperventilating? Why, what's right? Except for this hot toddy, which I very much like. Thank you, Ballister.
So what you're saying, Ballister, is that she told you thank you for all your service and gave you a kiss on the cheek goodnight?
Yes, indeed, she did, sir. That is exactly what happened. You're very intuitive.
And that was the extent of the conversation?
Except as I started to walk away down the hallway, she stopped me and said one very curious phrase.
Yeah.
You'll not forget this.
Those were her last words, sir. Do not.
Right. You haven't forgotten it, have you?
I have not, sir. At the time, it didn't seem to make any sense whatsoever. I thought perhaps it was just a fit of melancholy, but
On the contrary, Bannister, everything is starting to make a great deal.
I see you, sir. I'm
going to the trophy room, and I expect everyone to meet me there in a few minutes after I've had a short conversation with someone there. In the trophy room. Goodbye.
Oh, detective.
Oh, hello.
I often come to relax here.
It's you, Jeremy. Why, you look like you haven't slept at all.
Yeah, sleep has been hard for me, most difficult, for reasons I'm sure that you can understand.
Of course.
My mother, as you know, died recently.
Of course, I'm investigating her murder.
A violent death. That has an effect on other people, as you know. Not just on her, but on the people that knew her and loved her, as I did.
Yes. Do you want to tell me something, Jeremy? Do you want to say something that you neglected to say before?
There's something you should know about me.
All right, then.
There are certain people in this world who are not born in the skin in which they feel most comfortable. I am one of those people.
You'll have to be plainer, Jeremy. Your meaning escapes me.
I do not wish to be in this world as a man.
Ah,
As you see the skins of the various animals displayed around us, I would hope that my skin would be taken off and another put upon me.
yes.
I've always felt a more of a kinship to my feminine side.
More of a kinship, perhaps, with a deer than with a lion.
Yes,
Over here.
yes. The lion over there. The deer's over there.
Yes. Well, I was in the war, Jeremy. Did I mention that earlier?
Yes, as was I.
And I must say, there were a great many men who fought in that battle, and some of them who died for our country, who felt that they were women inside.
Thank you for saying what I could not say myself.
They were heroes. It does not reflect upon a person's inner worth what their exterior shape is. I believe that with all my heart, Jeremy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, well, someone has joined us.
It's me, Gregory.
It's Gregor.
I overheard your conversation, and Jeremy here, he wanted me to actually skin him and stuff him.
Francois is here, and Gregory and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are others coming as well, sir.
You asked us to join you, sir.
Yes. We're waiting for Ballister.
I'll sit down.
I am here, sir.
Yes. Oh, Ballister. There you are. And
And
Hamilton.
the pretty lady, that Italian one,
Yes.
she really likes to ride the horse, that one there.
Miss Sylvia.
Yes. Sylvia. Yes. Oh, here she comes. I see her now, coming down the hallway.
Well, let me help her in.
Well, everyone,
Tomorrow
we're all gathered.
Bonsoir.
The six of you. Robbie, where is
Robbie,
Robbie?
yes.
Oh, there he is. There you are, Robbie.
Yes.
Well, Sylvia, I'm afraid you're appearing some apparition-like. Perhaps you should come back in a moment. Well, I must say, when someone is killed with a shoe, it's important to get off on the right foot. And I think we've done that today. I'd like to speak to all of you in turn, if we might.
Of course. the
Please.
deputies are at your disposal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Speak with me.
First of all, you, Francois, the failed wine merchant. Yes, he wanted to reunite the family after centuries.
Remind me of my failure.
Yes, I must. You came hat in hand to beg the deceased for money, and yet she refused on the grounds that you were French,
Yes.
which
French,
you are.
I would not be her lover happily. To be spurned. Oh.
Francois, the truth is, you've been living in northern England for your entire life. This is an adopted accent, and that beret looks absurd on your head. Take it off.
God blimey, how'd you know that?
Well,
I thought I hit it so well.
I've been doing research.
Oh, no.
Fact is, you're a charlatan and a poor winemaker. Yes, I had tried some of the wine that you recommended. However, you're not a killer.
I'm many things, sir. A fraud and a liar, yes, but a murderer, no.
Well, what else are you then, other than a fraud and a liar? Name three more.
I'm a baker, a jogger, and a twiddler.
Name three more.
A flapper, a flyer, and a candlestick maker.
Three more, and then we'll be done with it.
A bacon eater, a cocktail mixer, and a poodle.
Fine. You're all those things. I won't ask you to repeat them, although I could.
And a great lover.
Ah, that brings us to you, Sylvia.
Oh, you heard me say that? Oh.
Yes, of course, you said it out loud.
Oh.
Sylvia, you are beautiful. It's true. You were best friends with the deceased. You loved her, didn't you? Yes?
See?
You wished that you two could have been together, didn't you?
See, sir. But she... Ah, well.
Yes. And you resented the fact that she spurned you whenever you spoke to her of your love, didn't you?
It's she wanted to be me, and she cannot be me. We could not trade places. I could never live here.
Yes, of course. No one can be you, can they?
No.
There's only one Sylvia, isn't there?
See?
But Sylvia, someone like you could never murder somebody with a shoe because you are in love with shoes. You see, I looked up the value of the shoes you are wearing today. They're worth over $80 each. Yes, don't gasp, everyone. It's true.
2 million lira.
$80 per shoe. You would never kill someone with a shoe because you're in love with shoes more than life, aren't you?
See?
Now, on to you, Robbie.
Yeah,
Robbie, you feel slighted, don't you?
I do, sir. Yep.
Like the world has given you a bum shake, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, sir. It has.
You had one glorious night with the deceased, didn't you, Robbie?
The worldly, sir.
And it reminded you even more afterwards of everything you've never had.
Yes, sir.
You could have killed her. You were so upset. Isn't that true, Robbie?
I was enraged, sir. I was enraged. I could have killed her right then. I could have put my hands around her neck.
Yes. But that's the only way you could have killed her, Robbie. I noticed when I was in your room that you're unable to bend over farther than a 45-degree angle from the waist. Some kind of back injury, I assume?
Yes, sir.
There's no
I
way.
can only bend this far.
Let's see. Turn sideways and show it. That's far less than 45 degrees. Yes. Well, there's no way you could have bent over and smacked the deceased upon the skull with the shoe, which is the blow that killed her.
I wouldn't kill a woman, sir. And I wouldn't kill a woman the same way my own ma died.
Yes, I believe you.
Thank you, sir.
That brings us to our next suspect, Butler Ballister.
Yes, sir, but surely I'm not a suspect.
Ballister, it was you who directed me to the single shoe that you had found, and you implicated Jeremy in showing it to me. Isn't that correct?
You simply asked me who I might have suspected, sir, and I provided an answer.
Yes. A shoe which had recently been manufactured. In fact, I could tell by the lack of scuff marks on the nails beneath the sole.
You are indeed very observant, sir.
But the fact is, the right shoe that she was killed with was an older shoe that had been worn. You had had that shoe made before you showed it to me, didn't you, Ballister?
You're far too clever for me, sir. Yes.
And you
Yes.
did it because in World War I, you had conspired to act with the Germans, hadn't you, Ballister? Yes, don't gasp, everyone. It's true.
It was a desperate time, sir. We didn't know what was going to happen. I thought I would...
Oh, stop it, Ballister. Stop your sniveling. You're a conspirator and a traitor to your own country.
I've suffered for that every day of my life, sir. Having that shoe manufactured was the only way I could have you not look deeper into my past.
At any rate, you were trying to cover up your past, but you would not have murdered someone, and surely showing me a shoe that was just made this week was no way to implicate Jeremy. Don't gasp, Jeremy. Yes, he implicated you.
I'm sorry, young master.
Bannister.
Bannister, you're going to prison, but not for the murder of Cecily Robespierre.
Then who?
And what happened before?
Who have I not covered yet?
Just the Grigori, the stable man.
Grigori.
He's over there.
Grigori, please approach. Is he the only person I have not talked to already?
I believe.
Cut my hair.
I'm just confirming. Thank you. Grigori.
Yes, sir.
You taught Cecily how to ride a horse, didn't you?
That's what I said, sir. I don't know why I'm in here, sir.
You don't?
No, I don't, sir.
You don't believe that murderers should be brought to justice?
Oh, I absolutely believe that, sir, but it's got nothing to do with me.
No. Grigori, when you entered the room a few minutes ago, you said, "Hello, it's Gregory. I'm here."
That's what I call myself sometimes, sir.
Why is that, Grigori? Why do you sometimes call yourself Gregory instead of Grigori?
Because that's what she used to call me, sir.
She would call you that.
Yes, sir.
And when would she call you that, Grigori?
When she sang a song, a little song to torment me.
A song to torment you?
See, yes, sir.
I see. And so, that night, when you came upon her in the library and asked her to sing a song, something quite different transpired, didn't it?
As you know, I saw her that night in the library, so I never said that.
No, you didn't say it. But I'm wondering if you would like to describe to us again exactly what happened, Grigori.
Well, I do want to get it off my chest, sir.
All right, then get it off. You were in the library, isn't that right?
Yes, sir. I'm in the library.
Yes. And she was there, and you had asked her to sing the song that so comforts you.
Yes, sir.
There you
It's
are.
a different part of the library.
Gregory standing just outside the library.
I was wondering, lady, if you'd sing that song that used to irritate me, that nursery rhyme with my name in it.
Of course I will. You really want to hear it. You used to despise it.
Yes. Sing it, will you?
Gregory, oh Gregory, sitting on a tack. Gregory, oh Gregory, give your mouth a smack.
You.
Oh,
Let me take my shoe off.
well, I was just sitting here in the library. I like to sit here by the window and read a book. I was just chosen my favorite one.
I've taken this shoe off because it's got manure on it.
You've taken your shoe off.
Yes.
I wouldn't imagine that wearing one shoe would be very comfortable. I would imagine you would want to wear both shoes or neither of your shoes, but only one. Doesn't make any sense.
I'll take the other one off too. Look.
No, you look like you're winding up.
You.
Oh my! No, what have you done?
How do you like feeling like a heel? Like the bottom of a shoe. How do you like that?
Is that some sort of a joke?
No, it's not a joke. What do you like this?
Oh! You stop it! Stop it! Oh, you've gone. You were here. Oh, Gregory, come back here. Come back.
I'm coming after you. I'm going after you. Grab you from behind. I've got you now. I don't smash you. I've got you. I'm picking you up. I've got the shoe and I'm stuck in here.
Oh,
I've got you.
no, Greg.
What? Oh, yes.
Gregory. Everyone, come back, please.
I killed her.
You killed her, didn't you?
I killed her. I didn't mean to kill her.
What did you mean to do then? Shoving a shoe in someone's...
I just meant to show her what it was like.
What was like?
To feel like he wasn't worth anything, that he was just the bottom of a shoe. He wasn't even good enough to be a heel.
You have a soul, don't you?
Yeah.
Like any shoe.
Here.
So you showed her your soul.
That's right. That's right, I did.
The detectives are waiting outside. They'll take both you and Ballister to prison.
At least I'll have company.
I'm very sorry, Gregory. I know that you're probably a good man on the inside.
I'm not even certain I'm a man.
Well then, that makes two of you in the room. But we won't talk about that.
Now.
Go, please. Jeremy, if you would stay for a moment.
Oh,
Take him away. Take Ballister away, officers. Thank you.
Of course.
Well, Jeremy, we left no strings untied. We found the murderer of your mother, not that it brings her back to life.
Thank you, Detective.
Of course.
I suppose I have to be now what I fear the most.
Yes, of course. There is surgery possible in Sweden. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Yes, but I have a certain station I have to uphold.
Well, we're all trapped in our own ways, like feet inside of shoes. Sometimes we wish we could take the shoe off and let our foot breathe, let our toes wriggle and our arches flex. But it's not for all of us, is it?
No.
Well, I must go on to the next case. Jeremy, here, let me leave you some scotch. Perhaps it will dull the pain of daily life.
Thank you, sir.
Yay! Tim, those names. My God.
Which names?
All of there were so many names on all the people in the end were so amazing. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Thank you so
for
much
coming, everybody.
Oh my God, Christina. Amazing.
People are going crazy. If you can look at the chat, people are going nuts. This is the most watched show in the history of BATS.
How many people?
Over 300 people, like 320.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Oh, Heather Chu says, I hope all 300 donated at least $10 each. That would be awesome.
That would be great. We need to be making some show income right now. Yeah. Well, thank everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. The technology was so perfect that you probably didn't even believe we weren't in the same room, but we were.
I can't even get on.
Oh no, we're
unable to start video because the host has stopped it.
Yeah, Regina, we had to turn it off, Mitch. We had to turn it towards the end of the show for you. So Hillary will get that back on for you.
Oh, Reg, you can come in here too if you want. We're in the same apartment.
There we are. What a nightmare. Those backgrounds.
There's lots of comments to read, but a lot of people had questions for you along the way. So there was a question for Dave during the middle of the show. I told him there might be a Q&A.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
do it.
cool. Let's
Yeah.
chat.
Let's do it.
I just have to say, it's so exciting. I mean, it's so exciting to show up and see everybody who like turns up and see names that we haven't seen in a long time. So thank you all for coming and watching. This is like all still part of such a grand experiment, and it's amazing to reconnect with you all from all over the place. It's like really so cool.
Yeah. And as the invisible killer is the spookiest thing yet.
Oh my God.
Fantastic.
We actually had someone in the chat today play a role for the first time. Chris played concessions, and so during the show he would offer to go get us concessions.
Oh,
He got
awesome.
junior mints and popcorn, and he did great, and some booze along the way. People were drinking with you tonight.
okay.
That is amazing.
That kind of rowdy.
Thanks, Chris.
I
That
hope
is
you all had
amazing.
scotch.
Yeah. Does anybody have any like questions or anything?
Yeah.
There's any?
Are there-
wanna...
Does Christina want to throw us some of the questions that come
Yeah,
up?
I'm happy to do that. And I realize I need your background, right? Like that's what I need next time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there another show tomorrow night? Is the first question I see.
Yes.
Chris.
There is a show tomorrow night. It is an improv show based on the work and philosophy of Keith Johnstone, philosophy and exercises. Johnstone is sort of one of the founding people of modern performance improv, I would say. And it's a lot of the work that we have based our philosophy on here at BATS. And so it really explores his stuff, and it's super fun. So you can find the link on improv.org. Definitely come back and check it out.
How planned was the structure?
The structure is planned in that Lisa mentioned Andrew Merritt came up with a murder mystery format, that we do it pretty similarly actually to how we initially came up with it. We know there's going to be a point of view murder. We know there's going to be a detective and a lot of suspects, but I think that's pretty much the whole format, right?
Yeah.
Well, and the follow-up question to that is, did you practice with backgrounds for a long bit, or was this your first foray into the virtual backgrounds?
We had
As much as you might think, it was our first foray. No, we actually
It was our
practiced.
second.
Two
we,
work.
we practiced for about 4 hours, just how that would work. Obviously, it's a little clunky to get to them. But.
And my background never worked.
Yeah.
It did at the beginning of tonight, and then I just ghosted out. So.
Or it worked better than all of ours.
Yeah, Casey's asking if everybody controlled our own backgrounds, and we did.
Yeah.
So Tim put together a collection of photos that would fit this environment, and he sent it to all of us, so we had the same backgrounds. And then we actually, just to let you in on how we did this, we had a text thread going so we could communicate like, hey, meet me in the stables, like Ken, stables.
On
and
our
then he
phone.
would know that his next thing was in the stables, and we would both put up that background and we would do it that way.
Oh, interesting. At one point, I think I saw Tim maybe even look down, but it looked like he was looking at his pad, being the detective. But it sounds like he was probably doing that Wow, your phone disappears. Isn't that funny? Doesn't? Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
We were each keeping track of names.
Yeah.
On our own pad of paper.
Oh my goodness, the names are so hard.
There are 240 people watching right now on Zoom. There's 30 people on Facebook and a handful of people of YouTube.
So cool.
Hey.
Next question I have for you is, what's the best new thing you've discovered around this work?
For me, I really like the close-up aspect of it on the faces. That's not something you get in stage work usually, and we've just been noticing that with each other. Hey, I can see your facial expression, and I think that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, you get to do more up close acting.
Yeah. And there's, we always talk about, mistakes being gifts, and kind of unintentionally getting yourself in trouble with committing to a scene. There are so many new places for us to get ourselves in trouble and for mistakes to be gifts.
Yeah. We saw that tonight when Regina couldn't get her camera up one of the first time. I think there were 2 times. The first time, and first of all, chat was going crazy for it, and you turned it into something else, Regina. It was awesome.
I don't remember, but thank you. I just remember that trying to kill Lisa and like, oh man.
And then you disappeared entirely. It was like
your eyes. Yeah.
And then Tim ran into this room and he said, come over here with me. Oh,
Yeah.
Because I'm in the other room. So yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Barb wants you to know that she has a friend that's watching from her house because they're quarantined, and they were texting back and forth to keep connected about their experience of the show. So just like you, there are people connecting up the show on text too.
Oh, Eric wants to see everyone's faces without the backgrounds.
Oh.
I've got my background off.
Yeah.
Oh, without the backgrounds?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Noah Gaspar, for donating. Thank you so much.
The backgrounds make us look so much better.
I
Yeah.
know.
We're up to $560. We can see the dressing room of Dave, actually.
And you can see the table with the 5,000 piece puzzle on it.
Yeah, 5,000 pieces because Dave is a beast.
We really appreciate your donations to all 250 plus people that are here right now. This is awesome.
Oh, Phil Sasson was watching as a whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the next-
Eric, that's Dave's crib. That's like where the magic happens.
The next question I have for the group, this is actually from Casey. How was it handling both improvising and running your own tech?
It's distracting. Also, thank you, Blue Jeans, for the donation.
It's a completely different animal. I think when you're for the improv, you just have to repeat stuff a lot because of the distraction factor of the tech. And even though we have the chat turned off, I can still see like this little box on the screen that has chat popping up.
Yeah.
And when you're in the scene, you can ignore it, but when you're not in the scene, it draws your eyes.
Oh my God. I'm also like the type that like before the show, I love sort of like peeking out and seeing who's in the audience and like waving. I'm entirely unprofessional in that way. And this chat is like that on steroids. Like I cannot stop. I'm like, what are they saying? And what do they like? And how, and like a couple times I commented and I was like, this is Lisa, you're in a show. Stop it. Like you don't get to do this. But I couldn't help myself. It was so fun.
I'm in a good position because I can't read the chat type without my glasses on.
Oh, that's
Oh.
yeah. I just want to mention there was a question a while ago that said, what has surprised you or what have you learned of working in this format? And the thing that I love about it is that it gives people a chance to see us who otherwise wouldn't be able to see it. So like we and Stephanie Fenolio just mentioned this, Roadrunner, we go to Girl Scout camp together. And it's like, she lives in the Bay Area, but I think like Pleasanton or something like that. So it's like a long way to come into the city for a show. And so folks it's just like not realistic to like cross the bridge very often to come in. We see this format as being like a less good replacement of an in-person show, but actually there's like a wonderful gift that's available here because so many people get to participate that wouldn't otherwise, which is so cool.
Love it.
Hey, Dave, will you do your falling down? That's so cool.
I noticed that one scene when Dave was hiding, it was really interesting to watch all four of you notice where you were on the screen and spread out in the room. So it felt like you were really on stage. Was that on purpose?
Oh yeah, Dave is like master of like positioning himself like on the couch and stuff, like moving around in the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Tim.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's one thing we talked about was rather than always being kind of in the center, finding ways to take one side or the other. So that way the background can kind of be in your brains, you can start to like bring those two people together in the same place.
And that was my big note for the rehearsals. And I couldn't do it because if I moved to the side, I ghosted out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there's still, we're at over $1,500. We have still 250 people hanging out with us on Zoom,
Thanks,
Facebook.
everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cool. It's so cool. I know the ghosting was such a funny. We did record this. Yes.
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah, we're recording it, and so I know the chat is saved as well. We can sort of like read back to like the live stream.
Lisa, I have a question.
Yeah.
Where are the show? We've done 3 shows so far, right?
Yeah.
Where can people watch them?
Great question. We haven't made them public anywhere, but we should probably post them on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I think we should archive these and make them available like right away.
I know. Where do you want them, everybody? Where should we put them?
Tonight's show will be a lot easier because we were actually going to see, unfortunately, the other ones got recorded just with one screen.
Yeah,
but tonight we purposely recorded, we learned from our mistake. and recorded so you could see the because it's so beautiful when you're popping in next to each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead and capture that. Rebecca Stockley is texting and said, "Great show tonight to all of you."
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
Um,
Facebook and YouTube. Maybe we'll see if we can get them up on YouTube and like just make a channel. You can check them out.
Totally. Well, and ways you can do that is you can like us on Facebook, you can like us on YouTube, and you'll also get more information. The other thing I just want everyone to know is Rebecca Stockley had a class watch date and it sold out within an hour.
Oh my gosh.
So next week, next Friday and tomorrow, I think we can have more classes to announce so that folks, because people are playing improv games before you even get in here.
Yeah.
So folks love improv and they want to play. So
we're gonna be putting up classes throughout the week. It's sort of going to be an ongoing experiment. So just keep checking in on our Facebook page and Instagram, and also our improv.org.
Yeah. There's a question. Can we make a t-shirt that says when COVID-19, you could make a bacon eater, a candlestick maker, and a poodle? Ken, I think that might be for you.
What was the exact quote there? I made up the quote and I make t-shirts. So,
that was fun, Ken.
I'll text. I'll put it in the chat box right now.
Great. Thank you.
But what was that like for you, Ken, when you kept repeating over and over? We were losing our stuff out in the chat room. We were writing down your words for you.
Besides the fact that I think, when Tim said that here are 3 more things, I knew it was never going to end at 3 because I know Tim, and it was both. It's kind of okay, here we go. It's like getting on a roller coaster. So it's just kind of reminding yourself, I think I did sort of hesitate at one point, is just keep the mouth moving, and just see what comes out because you have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like riding a roller coaster. It's really delightful of just like, okay, here we go. I have no idea what's coming up next, but everybody strap in. We're going to go for a ride.
I liked it when Tim said, "I'm not going to ask you to repeat that, but I could." And I was like, oh, you got off easy. You didn't have to repeat all of those 12 things you just listed.
I was expecting you to rattle off all 12, or however many there were in there.
Yeah. We should have next time.
There was also where Tim and Regina, where Regina said something and Tim was like, asked her to do it again. And you're like, no. And Tim's like, no, you're going to do it. It was like this back and forth moment. We blew up for you all.
It was really fun.
I want you to know we're at $1,800. It'd be awesome.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
We are still hanging out with over 200 people right now.
Love
Doing an after show.
Man, I could do post-show chat for hours. I love this. I love this.
Are there any other good questions? Or I shouldn't say good. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, only good ones.
Patricia Ryan Matson says, "Woo-hoo." Is that a good question?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We'll take it as a question.
Woo-hoo? Woo-hoo?
Woohoo's on first.
There was also a lot of talk about how to spell. There was some like, how do you spell gray or read? Like we were all spelling it different ways.
Gregorian.
Yeah.
Like Gregorian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was spelled like Gregory. That's what I thought, with a capital. And on my notes, I wrote, because it's so hard to remember. There's my notes. And you can see that Gregory has a big O.
Oh.
Because I'm trying desperately to remember everything. So
yeah, you did great on the names, Tim. I'm really impressed.
Having this in my hand, thank you. I screwed up though on the which was noticeable to everyone, of course, on the song, because this was a mean song, but I said she went to ask you to sing it because it always made her feel good.
That's awesome.
Because I'd completely forgotten, and you guys justified it really well.
Sort of self-loathing.
Hey, I'm going to interrupt you real quick and let you know donations are coming in. We're at $2,270. Really appreciate it. We're still hanging out with 200 people.
There were some good questions. Oh, Tim, I don't know if you knew this, but everybody was super suspicious of the scotch. Everybody thought you were poisoning everybody with the scotch because you kept giving it to people.
Well, I could be giving you truth serum, but not poison, because remember we kind of made that rule early on, which we could break, that the inspector isn't going to be the murderer.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like years ago. But you thought I was killing everybody?
They did that, or we made it a drinking game. We called it Drink Prov. So like people are like, if he says scotch, drink.
Yeah, if he gives anybody.
Yeah.
Tim, there's one question that says,
And then it became whiskey. So there was some like dispute around how it shifted. So
I ran out of scotch and all I had was whiskey.
Yeah.
Same thing.
there's a question that said, how did this idea of Zoom for a Zoom show come about? And you sort of proposed it. So
we were all brainstorming for the first Zoom show that we did last Friday. And I saw, I think Dave was using a virtual background and Ken maybe too. And I went, let's do some scenes. And so we did one scene last Friday where we used a virtual background. It was the chapel. And I just thought it looked cool. And I thought, well, if we're going to do something that fits with the technology, maybe murder mystery would fit well because it has a bunch of 2-person scenes, which are easier. And it also is an opportunity to do backgrounds, which even though it's clunky to do them, I think it's fun visually.
It is fun. It's really fun.
And the mistakes are funny. Like you're in 2 different rooms and you just justify that the room looks different.
Yeah.
Somebody asked.
we started counting the number of fireplaces in the room. And we were basing status on how many fireplaces there were. What were you going to say, Ken?
I will say, even though we've played with the backgrounds, this is the first time we've done it in costume of any kind. And it was, even when we got in the room, it's kind of, again, as improvisers, we're kind of like, little kids on Halloween. And everybody came in their costume. We're like, oh, that looks so cool with their costume in the background. So, we saw it 20 minutes before you did.
I actually have an idea now for this format. I think we'll do it again, probably. We'll probably repeat some formats, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have something I want to add to it that if you watch it again, everybody, I think you'll like it. So that's a teaser.
Ooh, I like a teaser. I was gonna.
Isn't it?
People are still going crazy. We're still hanging out with just under like 190 people. Like it's like people are hanging out with us in a big way.
Wow.
Fly and Bay, yes, the flashbacks were planned, and that we knew we would do. The flashbacks are a part of the format to talk about all of the suspects, and then we go back and see where they like when they last saw the deceased, which doesn't mean that. It means that if you're the deceased, you still get to be in the show, which is nice. And we figured out, just using more locations. So we knew that was going to happen.
That's good to know because many people wrote when you died, I came for Lisa. And
dead.
We actually had 500 people attending and 250 of them left after Lisa.
I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Coming back.
Hey, one other thing showed up on the backgrounds is some folks would start to note details in the room. So there was a scene, I think it was Ken, where he was in a police station and it said staff only. And the other observation that folks made was that the room with the animals was actually a split screen. And so I started labeling those Easter eggs. So people were looking for the detail in your backgrounds for Easter.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Really like it's like 2 pieces.
It is, huh?
Can you go back to that room right now to explore that?
Yeah, I didn't even know it.
No, it's different.
But they were talking about how the animals were the same on opposite. Maybe it was.
Oh, because if we appear side by side, then it bookmarks. Not bookmarks. It
mirrors.
matches.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same, but the same animals is what folks.
Yeah. That's funny. I saw somebody say, "What are those goats doing?" I think that was actually my mom. Said, "What are those goats doing?" And I was like, "Mother."
They're rubbing their butts together.
They're rubbing butts.
When Dave said he wanted to, when I was trying to say, you want to be a deer instead of a lion, I was looking for a deer. I couldn't find one deer up there.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That was hard.
Lion.
Nothing.
Awesome. I'm looking for questions, Lisa. I appreciate you helping me. There's a lot coming in. People are really letting us know. A lot of people are telling us favorite lines from the show tonight. There was a Mary Poppins line that was big. Can you post me an email when you decide to post tonight's mystery? I couldn't join at the start. People want to know like what happened at the beginning.
Yeah, and Melissa Howard asked about if we can do a virtual musical. That is our big question is how to make music happen and dialogue, because Zoom doesn't want that to happen. It doesn't want to, unless you're in the same place. But if music is coming in from one channel and dialogue from another, they don't mix. It sort of chooses one. So we're trying to figure out a way to work around that so that we can add music to our formats for underscoring under dialogue, and we can also do musicals, which is what we were going to be doing in March. at the theater. So
we're going to ask about 2 more questions. We're super close to getting to $3,000, which would be awesome.
amazing.
Yay.
So I'm going to just ask a couple more questions here. We're still hanging out with like over 175 people right now.
Oh, what other ideas did this give you for this format? Like, what other ideas do we have?
Well, I think film noir, and Tim, you've talked about doing like a film noir.
Yeah, I'd like us to do a noir. I think that'd be really cool. And
But you could do romantic comedy. I think musical is like the big challenge, but think about any, I mean, you could do Star Trek, you could do any sci-fi you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You could do.
The way I thought about to do musical, Dave's, is actually what we would do is we'd have folks call in, because on phones you can sing better than Zoom, and you would turn your volume off. So you have to like have a headset and you could sing, and you wouldn't have any of that moment delay, but that's how you could get around that. I've pre-thought that out.
You do like just a group call.
There you go.
Yeah. And if you could all have those microphones like you're on Broadway, you know, those little tiny microphones.
So I have this idea. People are like loving the idea of sci-fi. I love it that we like get pirate movie. Shelley super
Apocalypse genre.
You are talking my language. This is my cat. Hello.
Aww.
He's hanging out.
Is Birdie coming to the show, Regina? Is she gonna make a little say goodbye? Hi, Birdie. Everyone, this is Birdie. Birdly.
These are.
I want to do, we're thinking about doing a show. We're playing around with this idea, so this might be coming at you, where we play with actors in the Bay Area who have rehearsed plays, but all the theaters are closed. So they all have lines memorized for their scenes. And then we improvise with them, and they do their scripted lines and we do improvised lines and like do scenes together. So we're sort of, hey, we haven't explored. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Do that. Do that. Brilliant. Yay. So we're thinking about doing that. Zoe Galvez is looking at developing that. So keep your eyes out. We're going to be rolling stuff out for the next, as long as this thing lasts, probably beyond. So
I have an idea. I'm sorry, Ken, did you want to add to that? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying there's so many ideas we've heard kicking around. So yeah, it's just keep an eye out.
David Boyle saying AirPods work. Okay, I have an idea, and then we'll go. I wonder, Hillary, can you clear the raised hands? I'm thinking, let's just practice bringing a person on stage and asking them how to ask questions, because this is one of the things we want to do. So let's just like use this as a tech practice.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, so Hillary, clear the hands if you would. Go clear all the hands. Can you do that, Hillary? Are you hearing?
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yep, I hear you. I'm clearing the hands.
Okay, Melissa, are you willing to come on stage? Can you make Melissa Howard a panelist, and we're going to have her on the show to ask a question. It's the first ever audience participation as we collect your donations. We're super excited to get close to $3,000 tonight. And here she comes. She's being promoted.
Regina, I just want to tell you, your facial expressions are getting major love in the chat. People are like, your facial expressions, your characters are amazing.
Yeah. Melissa Howard, unmute yourself. Welcome to being our very first audience participation. Do you have a question? First of all, where are you calling in from tonight?
San Francisco.
All right.
Wow, all the way.
And who's with you?
Aww.
My daughter.
Aww.
And our crazy cat.
That's awesome. Well, we'd love to hear what you have a question for us tonight about the show.
Questions you have, Lizzie? Oh, she was asking, did you guys plan your costumes beforehand?
We decided that we would dress up, sort of like we do when we do it on stage. So we did know that we were going to dress up. Yes.
And can I just say that when I was Gregorio, or whatever his name was, I was planning on being a woman. I thought I'd be the gardener. So you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. Even if you have a costume on, you don't know what's going to happen to you.
And you saw, like with Dave, you saw a bunch of his costume pieces. I've got hats and wigs and glasses and pipes and, stuff scattered all around. And even then, I went and I ran during another scene to grab a water bottle and ran to go grab a shoe. So yeah, those, there were bits and pieces to pull in that we planned, but what we did exceeded what we had planned.
Melissa, I want you to know Chris, who's playing the role of concessions tonight. It's the first time we've had an audience member take a role, besides Craig. He's been playing a role all night. But Chris wants you to know that there's a complimentary drink and junior mints for you on the house tonight for being on the show with us.
Awesome. We can use that here.
Thank you so much. We're all going to get ready to say goodbye here. We're so close to $3,000. If you could help us get there tonight, we really appreciate everyone. What an amazing show tonight. Everyone on your way out.
Bye, everybody.
So
Thank
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yay. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah, see you
coming.
Bye.
Great
Bye,
job.
Terry.
Oh, how much to get to 3,000, Christina? How short are we?
$200.
Hey,
We are only $200 short. Blue Jeans, I'm so glad you got to attend this show also. This was so cool.
you know, nobody has said that was a really good shoe.
Oh, there was a lot of shoe jokes, Tim.
Oh, there was. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, like the soul, like a lot of people bringing the soul back. Yeah, oh, tons.
Yeah.
The last shoes, tons. Everyone's just saying goodbye to us, so we're just.
Bye, you guys.
All right. Bye. Bye.
I'm so addicted to this.
See you soon.
I can't stop. Okay. Bye. We'll leave. Guys, I'll meet you in the green room.
You what, Lisa? Thank you, everyone. Your donations mean a lot. You're helping us keep theater and improv in the Bay Area. So thank you so very much. Have a great night. I'll see you in the green room, Lisa.
Bye.
You were an amazing audience. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow night. Come back. Thank you.